Welcome to FreightWaves Weather, your Wednesday edition. I'm FreightWaves Meteorologist Nick Austin. The big weather story today, the nor'easter that is going to be developing pretty quickly from late today through the day on Thursday. So we're talking about a really good chance here for delays not only in ground transportation and ground freight, but in air cargo too, from New England down to parts of the mid-Atlantic coast. The worst of the storm, and it'll start to get really bad tonight, overnight and into the day on Thursday, but it's going to start developing off the mid-Atlantic coast later this afternoon. So that'll affect parts of the Delmarva Peninsula right here, northern New Jersey and Long Island from late today and beginning this evening, and then heading into New England rather overnight and through the day on Thursday. But the worst of any possible wind damage as far as power outages, downed trees and power lines, possible roadblocks, things like that, and coastal flooding. The worst of it's probably going to be along the New England coast, eastern Long Island up into New England, so places like Newport, Bridgeport, Connecticut as well, and even the Boston metro area. And further out into Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, areas like that, up along the New Hampshire and Maine coastlines as well, and then up into the maritime provinces of New England. That's probably where we're going to see the most impact for the storm. Luckily, not widespread impact. It'll mostly be confined to coastal areas and some parts of the I-95 corridor, and that's because the center of the storm will be just a bit offshore. So that's the good news. The kind of silver lining with the storm is that it won't be, we won't have widespread damage and just days and days of disruptions across all of New England and the Northeast. It'll be kind of confined to those coastal areas and just inland of those coastal areas from eastern Long Island to New England. So next we're going to go out west where it's actually been too dry. We have severe drought. Parts of the Great Basin in Nevada, up in the southeastern Wyoming, across many areas in Colorado too, where some wildfires are already burning, but we could see new ones spark because of the really dry conditions. And those new and existing fires over the next couple of days could spread really rapidly as well because the winds will be picking up. We could see gusts of 40, 45 miles per hour across parts of this region. So that'll produce smoke that could reduce visibility on the highways out there, and it could produce crosswinds and headwinds that'll give truckers out there a lot of difficulty too. So be careful across that region the next couple of days. Last, we're going to go down into the Gulf of Mexico, specifically the Bay of Campeche right here off eastern Mexico. And we have a cluster of showers and thunderstorms. It's not really organized right now, just a cluster of storms off the coast of Veracruz, Mexico. But the National Hurricane Center, over the next couple of days, it has just a 30% chance that this will become a tropical depression or the next tropical storm, and moving off to the north and east into the Gulf of Mexico. But from this weekend into Monday, those chances go up to about 50%. So we'll keep an eye on this. Even if it doesn't become a tropical storm, it still could really drench parts of the Gulf Coast heading into next week with a lot of heavy rain and possibly some gusty winds. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's what you need to know about your weather for your Wednesday. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all of our videos, and be careful out there.